see if the teams are as we go into the
Let's go
inverted draft coming through. T1 been favoring that bind overall.
อิซูบอกขอบคุณครับที่เลือกนีออนไว้ให้ผมเล่น
just a day ago but they opt to go to
ผมพร้อม
sunset PRX
ที่จะ
opts
เป็
to
น
go
ตัว
to
โดนให้
bind
พวกพี่ๆแล้ว
both teams
เหมือนตอนแรกมันสลับกับบัตไปใช่ไหม
บัตมันก็เล่นนีออนดีทำไมมัน
double share start here for
ยุค
PRX
สลับโลนได้สูบมันก็ดูคล่องด้วยนะโยรู้อะ
For the PRX squad as well.
อุ้ย
What they might be able to figure out over there.
กระโดดควงหลบหนึ่งทีเข้าวาร์ป
Eight main two. Buzz just has to get out of dodge.
that's one of the things that we were
ชี
seeing
วิต
first
ชีวิตเดียวรู้มันแบบเสี่ยงตายกันแบบ
Yeah, when they went through the
Wall back
smoke
net.
over at A short and past each other. That sent me just a little bit with how that pistol round unfolded. But now we reset things over towards the A side. It's all 5 members from T1.
จำได้ราวที่มันซื้อน้อยอ่ะแล้วแบบเล่นสติงเจอร์วอลเป็นไซส์ครึ่งหนึ่งแล้วเล่นแคบอ่ะ
โคตรอิมแพคกับวอลเนี่ยจริง
And that smoke gives you an idea for T1 that they have no idea how close you've gotten to this
เอามา
site.
เปิดตอนรีเทคได้ด้วย
Yeah, I think that they still have you zoned back. Check in though for
Ui,
saying catching a glimpse of Meteor. Still not necessarily telling the full story, but as they hear the neon now,
แล้วปล่อยT1ได้ไซส์แบบนิ่มๆเลยนี่
they've given up a good amount of space here for free. So
รีเทค5-5ครับ
5v5 for the retake.
มีพารานอย
The Paranoia available for Forsaken. And something with that recon online too.
T1 ก็มีพารานอยรอสวนเหมือนกันโอ้โห เป็นเรื่อง
That's a fantastic start here for PRX. Is looking to try to get this
Ui.
ball rolling. Meteor will plant his feet and find one. It's plenty of damage dealt here to the
หมด
players on PRX, but
เหลือเคโอคนเดียว
now to T1. Little bit of
Ui.
spam interrupts the defuse. The swing out and Forsaken will have it done. Opening pistol goes the way of PRX, and that's something that I don't get to say very often because the metric for them has not been that strong.
I was going to say, PRX, a team that has been abysmal in the pistols this stage, second to the bottom. And they come away with a pretty good retake on that one too.
จะแปลกตากันนิดหน่อยนะเป็นเล็กได้ปืนผม
Hitting their shots. The paranoia timing as well from Forsaken, I think, is really good to just force T1 back in towards the elbow. They silently got up in towards the site, but I'm kind of looking at these sort of 5 versus 5 avenues where I want to see T1 get a little bit more proactive. I need to see them not play for the retakes, essentially, not play for those positions where they're equalized, because RRQ, for example, were extremely happy to play the retakes. T1 need to get a little bit more aggressive on attack and
ถ้าได้นี้ก็ 2-0 เลยครับ
kills a little bit earlier on. This round, though, of course, is just going to be the pistols.
And that's going to be Meteor now, displaced on that flank attempt. Good kill for Jing. Finds himself 3 charges away from that first showstopper of the map. He'd crash into the corner, but given Devi's position, could just swivel out from market and be able to find a
ฟ
punishment
นาติก
very
มันจะไหว
quickly.
จริงหรือว่าแชมเปี้ยน
Here we go.
คิดว่าไม่น่าถึงแชมป์
Griner here, get pushed forward. Patman
เอา
gonna
เรา
go
จะ
for
เพียง
one
เจอมันแช
mile.
มป์
Just to stick her there at range, but
เริ่ม
Patman
เปลี่ยน
is
ใจ
there
แล้ว
to go ahead and fill the void. And with a classic draw
พี่มัน
down,
เล่นกับใคร
Divine
มัน
will
ก็สะบัก
get
สะบอมหมด
involved.
เลยไม่เหรอ
ใช่
Damn clean, not
มัน
quite
ไม่
a
ค่อยมีเกม
flawless.
ชิวๆอ่ะแต่
Everything
มันก่อนนี้
important
ขจัด
carried
จัดให้
forward here. PRX start
แต่
off
ขจัด
2-0.
มันไม่ได้จัดทุกแมปเป็นปัญหาเลย
Everything in check
พอมัน
over
เจอ
at
แม
that
ต
A
ช์
side as
ตึง
well,
ๆมันก็
right? When you've got the
มันก็เงียบอยู่
kill on towards
มีไอ
Meteor
เจอร์
from
ลั่น
Jing.
แมตช์ตึง
He's left to just play there by himself.
ตอนเนี้ยที่น่ากลัวสุดอะ
Towards mid to just make sure
Liquid
nothing's happening there, and the rest of the squad is just looking over at the B site. Very standard moving around the map for PRX to just dot those I's and cross those T's. Now we get into the first rifle round for T1 to see what they're going to be able to find on this attacking side and how active maybe Meteor is going to be able to
ไม่
get
โดนหลอก
on
ใช่
those
ไหม
lurks, how punished he's going
ไม่
to
น่า
get.
โดนตอนนี้มันโหดมากเลย
It's gonna be.
EMEA เป็นโซนที่แข็งแกร่งด้วย
โหดมากอะลิควิดตอนเนี้ย
When you are playing Buzz too on this Yoru, you want to see some good
มันถึง
movement.
อันนี้ดีอ่ะ
มันถึงเวลาของมันแล้ว
All of this top mid space the T1
Liquid
have
เจอ
already
เซน
found.
หนอ
And deep. Relay bolt coming through.
น่าจะลิควิด
Now
นะตอน
very
เนี้ย
well aware of this. Is Patman just hugging inside the poison orbit Divide. Able to find one, looks for a second, doesn't get the kill, and Patman will get caught. Now you've got Forsaken deep around the back, displacing Buzz. As it's a 3v3. Push forward here from Izu, but he's jumped from behind.
น่าสงสาร
Disregards that spawn, and that's really good
โดน
pathing
เสีย
here
ง
for
หลอกล่อ
PRX. Very solid chance that maybe try to find this bonus conversion as Jing just tucks back around the
โอ้โห
corner.
สแต็กมันพีคจังหวะแบบเราจริงกำลังจะโดดอะ
Just gonna be waiting this one out.
ยากเลยครับแบบนี้ อุ้ย
โอ้แล้วโลด้วยน่ายิง
โอ้โห
เลยเพื่อนไม่แจ้งเหรอวะ หรือว่าไม่รู้
Avoiding catastrophe. Still a good amount of damage dealt here by PRX, but T1 do
ไม่
deny that
เดียว
bonus
เมื่อกี้ยังไง
conversion.
ก็ตายอ่ะ
Yeah, interesting play from T1 to just take all of that mid-aggressive space.
ลิควิดเอเนติกที่เหมือนโหดกันครับคือจริงๆเจอกันเอเนติกมันจะชนะนะแต่ว่าฟอร์มล่าสุดแต่ตอนเนี้ยก่อนที่ฟอร์มล่าสุดแต่หลังๆอะลิควิดดูดีมากเลยครับผมเลยแบบเหมือนทามมิ่งลิควิดมันจะพร้อมรอบแชมเปี้ยน
Stacks is just going to be the protector at that point for the team.
สงสารโต๊ะ
Early on the
พี่อะไร
board
เงี้ย
here. No massive lead for one team at the very beginning. But it does put a little bit more of a premium on PRX in this round to balance the economy and answer back. You've already got the Sheriff and Divide, and you've lost 2 members.
That's
okay.
A great response shot there from Izu. Shrugs off the shot to the chest and just gets rid of something. Still the showstopper, chance for Jing to be the danger man here in this round. As first contact is there against Buzz. Has managed to find that kill, so pulling out the rocket does start becoming a bit more enticing.
All the kills so far as well. The corner peaks, right?
เป้านี้คนเริ่ม
Top
กลับมา
mid
เล่น
up
เย
their
อะ
elbow.
เป้าไหน
And the
เป้าจุดอะ
reverse.
เนี่ยจุด
Creeping up though.
จุดแล้วมี
towards
เอาไลน์
elbow.
เนี่ย
Does Jing have an idea? Does his spider
เดี๋ยวเลิก
senses
เล่น
start
แล้ว
to
เป้าน้อง
tingle?
เฮ้ย
Device pathing at
ฟอ
the
สมัน
moment.
ต่อย
Can
แล้ววะ
swing back into mid if they
Yeah.
assess that it's going to be safe enough. But it's a really good clear at the corner. Izu instantly dispatching Jing, and with that, time is starting to tick. So it seems like Divine not going to be
แต่จ
going
ริงๆฟอสก็ไม่น่ามาโพสทวิตเตอร์อะไรแล้วนะมันจบไปแล้วอะ
rifle. As that should have been a spot. Paranoia going to be set. Yep, full blind coming through. DH gets the kill, and Meteor holds down Street. So 2-2, and T1 answering back quite nicely.
That was really well done from them. Just going a little bit silent, creeping on up. You know, sometimes you see a lot of teams play on the back of the utility to start to re-clear a lot of corners, but T1 always having this idea. They want to re-clear without drone, without dart, go together in numbers. It's something that when it comes to the Haven map as well, it's something they love to do over at A Lobby, for example. They love to re-clear without utility, just go silent and do it. They've exercised the same sort of positioning here over towards A. It's going to draw in PRX to maybe get ahead of this information a little bit earlier on soon, instead of just letting T1 come to you. Now you've just got the rifles for T1. Can go on a bit of an expedition.
So creep down the spot there on the Jing. Is able to just go ahead, backpedal away. Patman holding with the pixel angle. Now looking to try to reposition with a relay bolt. Should still connect.
มีหลงปีหลงนิดหน่อยอิสุ
Not able to find him, but Meteor certainly does. Keeps him covered.
Rom.
Divide, quick peek, finds the shot, sends out a slow orb. One on either side. Neural Theft gets the reveal. He's gonna try to tuck it in the corner, but Meteor just here behind him with that push.
ไม่โจ
Something does
Meteor
flip the
ดี
picture. Eventually Meteor will flush him out with
Oi.
a shorty, but for a second it looked like maybe Divide had slipped the net just enough to be able to turn the tides. Does not. It's a casual shot from Stacks. Put down Forsaken. Jing now with everything to do. And will end up falling. A 3K here from Meteor. 3 rounds for T1.
I was looking at what was available going in towards that round as well for T1. They had 3 members, 1 away from an ult apiece. Or 2, in fact, as well. And they are getting ever so closer. They used the neural theft in that round, but they've still got access to some in the next round and some more coming online. Does look a little bit scrappy in a lot of those duels from the T1 side of things, but again, it is Stacks to sort of stabilize and Meteor as well. Really well done from them to pick up a lot of the pieces. It was just the any eco though, so this time we'll get a bit more of the investments coming through the PRX side.
นี่มันแชมป์เจอแชมป์นี่
To the ultimates as well with
Yeah.
some
เจอกัน
available.
บ่อยนะช่วงนี้
So it is going to be a
แรกก็
very
เล่นในกรุ๊ป
important
เลย
opening duel.
นี่แหละ
You are losing your life on PRX, for example. Where is it going to be lost? Can Divide get up a resurrection? Still have another go at the round.
Back into the buy. Hunter's Fury online for Stacks. The res is there. Let's see if those should come into play here as something is just trying to maintain control of mid.
And we've got two spots from either side of the map, right? You're playing the high-low over at the B site, and you're playing doubled up over at elbow at the moment for PRX in a high-low as well, technically, with Divide on the crouch.
Buzz about to swing into this
Ui.
one. Yep, that's just going to be the instant sprayed out.
ดับเบิลดาเมจครับ
Divide able
ของ
to
เขิง
take
ไม่
the
ใช้
kill
ก็
away.
ต้องโดนฮะ
Rather
mà
have had
block
that
guy.
roll the Pac-Man as well,
Không
given
mà
that he
block
would
guy
keep
cái
the
đó
hit
không
on
được
the
đâu.
line, but can't change what's already happened, so we'll just have to try
Mày
to
lái
maintain
cái
a
là
vice
phải
grip here on this
ยังไง
A
ดี
site.
ยังไงดี ยังไงดี
For now,
Ui.
slotted just into the
Ôi,
cubby
đi
there.
đâu
Ad
vậy?
Street, peek from Device, gonna be clean.
Ừm.
Finds going to Izu, Stack's gone. Meteor still trying to
เฮ้ย
fight
เม
back.
เทโอมันทำงานว่ะ
Some into a 2v3.
เป็นเรื่องเลย
Try to swing
นั่นไง
forward, finds the
Đi à?
headshot as well. Showstopper.
นี่ไงทำงานต้องเจอ
Jing avoids
ของ
the
หนั
lion's
ก
share of that damage, keeps himself alive.
มีปืนโม่ด้วย
เฮ้ยเสียเหลี่ยมงี้เสียเหลี่ยม เอ้า
Does get the shutdown now. The instant
แล้ววาร์ปไปไหนไม่รู้
position,
ที
the
นี้
chase coming through
แจสัน
Forsaken.
รู้ครับ
Trying to find him, but DH. This rookie has been putting up figures for T1, and he
Wow.
continues.
We're talking about Rookie of the Year
How
in
long
the
did it
last
take
game,
you one
right? We got new players on contention for that one, right? Thai, for example, but DH has been a player that I've been so
มันพลาด
impressed
แล้ว
with
มัน
time
กลับ
and
มา
time
ได้ไง
again.
วะน่ะ
PRX in this round as well. They get the opening frag, that resurrection available, but there's just no
Đi, đi, đi,
opportunity
đi.
to be able to really use it as T1 are getting really in towards the side.
อวยพรมันเกิดให้เพื่อนผมหน่อยได้ไหมครับ มันชอบพี่มากชื่อ
With the gun barrel just poking
เน็ต
through
พวง
dark cover, unable to just triangulate the kill, or rather Jing
อุ้ยวันนี้มูดดีด้วย
to be able to triangulate the kill.
เน็ตพวง
And the battle
เพื่อนน้องชื่อเน็ตพวงจริงๆเหรอ สาบานกับพี่ได้ไหม
Forsaken gets outdone by DH.
ดูซ้ายบ
And
น
a
พี่เลย
timeout early on from PaperX to have a chit chat.
เริ่มมีน้ำโผล่
The
เล็ก
pistol in the second round
ตอน
going
ขึ้นเว
their
ที
way,
มา
but
แร
rifle
กๆ
round
ยิ้ม
upon
อยู่
rifle round. It's
ไม่คิดว่าจะโดนล่าเร็วขนาด
gun
นี้
rounds in a row for T1. That is strength.
Yeah. Not even necessarily doing anything too out of the ordinary to be able to get these rounds either. So PaperX just looking to steady the nerves a little bit here. Obviously, a ton of pressure on both teams, just given what is at stake. That ticket punch to both Tokyo and Paris.
Which is crazy as well, right? Because just 2 weeks ago, T1 and continuing on them, they were getting melted in a lot of their executes.
ที่พูด
What
เน็ต
was working against DFM and
มันไม่เชื่อมันเลยเอา
not working against
เลยเอา
RRQ,
ฉายาครับ
yesterday. They weren't able to really muster up a lot
ฉายา
of
เน็ต
success,
พวง
and then
งี้
they
หรอ
were able to flick the switch a little bit. For example, when Meteor starts to come online from the Rockies 1 to 10 start on Haven,
มันคือเน็ตพวงเนี่ยหรอ
really start to pick up the pieces. Bit more fast-paced action though, with this space towards elbow for him.
Good crash there, Jing clearing it, so now they know his position.
สุขสันต์วันเกิดน้องเน็ตพวงนะฮะ ขอให้พวงใหญ่พวงโต ไปเยอะๆนะ สุขภาพร่างกายแข็งแรงนะ
Over the top of the box, able to find Meteor, but
จัดไป
quickly does get traded back.
พวงอะไรวะ
T1 just seemingly having the upper hand here at every twist and turn. Now come in with a player advantage, as well as the weaponry.
พวงอะไรไม่รู้
Yeah,
ตามน้ำไปก่อน
Sheriffs have a go at it.
Get their way forward, maybe weapon from Forsaken can be recovered, so Divide does manage to scoop up that Vandal. A little bit of counter spam. Also shock dart forward, Izu falling down to 70, but
แบบ
Batman
นี้
now
อาการ
dead,
ไม่ค่อยดี
pushing
ว่ะ
his way out of that smoke. They're walled in, they're worried about somebody pushing up from this angle, but everybody's saddled right here on the site. And something will not be able to find the shots. It's damn near flawless. It's T1 not
จัดไปครับผม
allowed the timeout to lead to a thrifty. Get a nice cozy 3-round lead.
Got to be around for PRX coming in the next one. It was the option, of course, of PaperX to start on the defensive side here. Will that come back to bite them? After in the last series, we saw Talon start on attack time and time again, getting some good successive runs. We're seeing T1 right now on this attacking side, getting some great successive runs. Just able to really dictate
เฮ้ยเล็ก
currently.
สต็อป
So now
อะไร
this is
วะ
going to be a very crucial
ส
round.
ต็อปอะไรอ่ะ เฮ้ย
Nine ultimates in the
แย่แล้วอเล็ก โอ้โห
ต้อม
That's a good start. Maybe enough to calm the nerves here of Alex.
ใช่ครับ ดีเฮดยิ่งเล่นยิ่งดีครับ
Just for a few seconds.
You don't want Forsaken to stop if he's going to be doing that, but you know there's plenty of time for the wheels to still come off.
อื้อ
Batman
หือ
a bit of damage in there.
Đâu quay.
Divide with a really nice shot. He's able to intercept the sliding neon.
เอาโลออก
It's Hunter
Ow.
Fury trying to find
โดน
something.
ไม่ได้
Divide just
เพื่อนยังมาไม่ถึง
forward onto the site.
จัด
He's had no information.
Om.
But Forsaken continuing to excel here in the
Ooh.
round. Meteor now with
Giờ nó
everything
video
to
bị
do.
bát thẹt
Boxed
kìa.
into the corner and Jing will be able
Hỏng
to
tin,
snap
hỏng
him
tin.
out. And PaperX stopping this 5-round win streak. The 9-1
เริ่ม
from
ไม่ต
making
ล
it
กแล้ว
6.
ต้องเอาจริง
Now, very ambitious from Divide to peek in towards the site when you know your opponents have flooded in towards and you don't have a lot of that already scanned assistance on the site too from a recon dart from something, for example. He's Hunter's Furying a couple of angles for you, so I kind of understand the idea just a little bit, but it is still very risky. You need to mitigate these risks a little bit as PaperX because you're already seeing T1 kind of have some really good visual ideas on how they want to pivot around the map, how they want to try and give themselves some better favor. And in the end, that results in a 1 versus 2 for Meteor that he does
Oh.
end up losing.
สแกนอะไรอ่ะ
เอาเฉพาะใกล้อ่ะ
Out the swing
เนี่ย
out of the corner, and oh, Ching
ใกล้โดนหมด
felt
เนี่ย
like
ไม่
he
ได้
had everything served up to him on a platter, but it's all gonna
เขาเรียก
be
ว่าโค้งอันตราย
on the
Ui.
DH. Forsaken, however, continuing to excel. Locks in for the second shot, and Buzz sprinting across to try to see what he can find. But he cannot play
เกียร์
defense
สั่งเอา
with
เพ
this
ย์
one
แบบ
out.
เขาเพย์โคตรเยอะ
Exit the swing on the corner to his
มันบอกออก
demise.
จากเดวิ
Back
ชั่น
to
มา
back,
เหลือ
big
คนเดียว
rounds from
เหงาเลย
Forsaken. Guiding
เพื่อน
PRX.
เพื่อนไปไหน
back into
หมด
this game.
จังหวะนี้
Well, that duo of Forsaken and Jing has always been so
แวะเข้ามิ
potent.
ติไปเถอะออกกลับมิ
Unfortunately
ติออก
for
มา
Jing in the very beginning, he did get
เจียน
spotted
สันมัน
by
จัด
a
ช็อตอย่าง
recon
นี้
of
ให้ตลอดเลย
Stacks.
ทุก
Had
เกม
that
เลย
not happened, potentially could have got away with absolute murder. But Divide this time with the team
เกเรบอก
peeks out
stop
and Forsaken
เลย
very
ต้องเอาเลย
snappy with that reactive aim.
มาแล้วครับ มาแล้วครับ
Afterward, you could use
Which one?
potent
Potent?
because can apply to good things.
เดี๋ยวอเล็กโมโหต้องจัดให้หน่อย
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes they're trolling together. Sometimes they're absolutely excelling.
This is very true. Well, PRX have an opportunity here to double on down, triple on down, in fact, and equalize to the 5-5. But it's a bit more of a slower creep up in B main for T1 here. Slot Izu into the corner and still have Buzz off yonder. See if there's any extensions over at A main.
Will be well poised to take the lead if they can close this one out here and tie it. The economy from T1's getting whittled away at from those previous two rounds. Because you're now going to be opened up and Meteor dead. Jing up over the top there and Market able to find him. There's DH TPing in deep behind enemy
Oh.
lines.
ได้โพซิชันจัด
Still
อ่ะ
Forsaken here.
โอ้โห จบเลยครับ
With
อ
a
ย่าง
double
นี้
glance, does manage to find him. Something.
นี่มารอแล้วไง เฮ้ย
He's gonna come back to timing. Goes forward to try to get that util out, and something is able to go ahead and identify him.
เป็น
Get that
เรื่อง
kill.
นะ เกือบอยู่นะ
Spray just a hair off. Buzz
กลับมา
back to a
3-3 ได้อยู่
3v3, but Rez is available.
ดาวไว
They're
มีชุบ
already angling to get this flank on to secure the space to be able to get Forsaken back
เลือกที่จะ
online.
เทจากข้างหลัง
That gives you
ชุบเครื่อง
options,
ก่อน
that gives you smokes, that gives you from the shadows that you can just ult into the site to get information.
I think a figure the clone just went off there from Buzz to try to get some interest back over this. You can see the ping coming through, but given the numbers that they have, still
แล้วมีพารานอยครับ
pulled the trigger on that Rez, and now pretty much
Paranoia.
confirmed that Buzz is not behind them.
เฮ้ย
It's just right in front. He's whipping his shots. Push out of the smoke. Izu gone. Showstopper.
เหลือที่เดียว เหลือที่เดียว
Things down.
เหลือที่เดียว
Swings around the back and has the right idea, but they've done enough to go
Save
ahead
เลย
and push Stacks away from this one. So the defuse can come through, and that's going to be a very good economic round here for the side of PRX, holding on to 4 weapons.
They're quite on the nose from them at the end of that, to be completely honest with you. Just angling for that resurrection on towards Forsaken. You give yourself more options with the smokes, with the numbers. I love the position from Jing, not yet utilized here. Catching Meteor when he uses his own cage in the market door. It's generally a tell from him
ซัมติงมั
on
นดู
the
ไม่ลั่น
timing
เท่าต
for
อ
a
น
B
เจอทาร
split.
อนเลย
It's really well
แล้ว
navigated for the
มันเป็นโซว่า
retake
ด้วยแหละ
together for the little
เออ
split.
มัน
that
อยู่
he
ที่
had
โล
there
ได้
by
บางที
himself, and
บางทีก็เงียบไปเลยถ้าแบบไม่ได้เล่น
watching the
ดูเอ
flank.
ลอะ
So really nicely done from
ตอนเล่น
PRX
ยู
for the
รู
3 in a
บ้า
row.
จัด
They'll tie things up. And T1, there's
เหมื
two
อนมัน
more
เข้า
rounds to be
เข้า
able
ถึ
to
งยูรู
contend
ได้
with
เร็ว
in
จริ
this
ง
half. You want to
เจอ
favor
สต็อป
yourselves
ของ
to
พี่
keep
อเล็ก
your
ไป
selves the
เอาจริงๆนะเสียงสต็อปมันเข้า
side.
นี่แน่เลย เข้าหูนักแข่ง
For the timeout here.
ดังจัดอ่ะ
ตอบ
ต้องแบบว่า
Right now,
รับรู้ได้ถึงรังสีอำมหิต
he's feeling
เปลี่ยน
good.
อะไรสต็อปสต็อปปะ
Fuck.
Bach, right. But they're calling him Tommy.
ตื่นกันหมดทีนี้
Really?
Yeah, they said that his nickname is Tommy, which is the manager's name.
Yeah, the manager's name. I was going to say.
ถ้าเกิดว่าไอ้
I think I know why,
ว่า
but
สต็อปมาแล้ว
little bit of an
ในห้อง
inside joke
ห้อง
from
นักแข่งอะทะลุแบบทะลุไอ้หูฟังเก็บเสียง
Timeout aside, though, 5-5, ready to get back into
Win lại à?
this series. See what adjustments may
Win lại
very well
này.
look like as PRX are starting to shoot in the server. See there on the screen, timeout win. It's exactly what I was
Delay
actually
door
going to
lot,
talk
delay.
about. T1
Mà này siêu bèn
has
không phải?
converted the most rounds after timeouts, and especially now that they are backed up with rifles as well. Not
ไม่มี
just
เสียงครับผม
all
อะไร
of
น้องภูมิ
the eco variety. See if this fast play over towards the A side is going to work out, if they're going to continue against it. Otherwise, I'm reading wrong.
oh, this tiles crunch.
Mm.
We staved
Oh,
off though.
made it check.
Good relay, but that's
เหลือเชื่อปะ
straightforward.
เหลือเชื่อจัด
Holds his
เหลือ
own.
เชื่อจัด
Comes up with a second. I mean, I've seen him ace from this position, so you always have to
แต่
respect
คนเดียว
it.
ครับจะทำให้มันยาก
T1 do not. Suddenly,
สถาน
that
การณ์สิ้นหวัง
down
ฮะ
through the smoke. PRX. A great
Dialogue.
set call off the
Song.
back of T1's timeout.
ส
Is
ต็อป
that
คน
going to
เดียว
have
บินไหล
too much of
เออ
an impact though on the
สต็อปปุ๊บคือแบบไม่มีผิดพลาดอีกเลยอ่ะ
มันเป็นสัญ
Doesn't
ญาณ
really
การ
matter
บอก
because you know what that is. It's the right players at the
ให้เลิกเล่นได้แล้วอ่ะ
from PRX to absolutely shut down the fast tiles play. Very nicely done yet again from PRX. 4 in a row. They've got a great little tailwind in their sails at the end of this half, and now they're bringing out the big boomsticks. 2 operators around the map. Assuming hot potatoable with the Vandals on the floor or the Phantoms, but options nonetheless.
Something looking for the jiggle punish there. Doesn't manage to slide away.
Oh, might send Izu in here with the overdrive. Get very rapid. Can't overwhelm something who was on the drone.
Wide swing out from Buzz. Does have to make his exit off the drone hit. But
Yeah.
there's Divide striking now as Relay Bolt does
Weesh.
connect. DH able to find the one, but something continues to fill this space at top mid. Just
Idea
Izu
Izu.
stacks now. Izu tag down to 36 in the overdrive.
เปิดตีมาไม่ได้ใช้
About
เลย
to expire.
You got a lot of things to scope out though over towards this A site too. Forsaken doesn't need to commit to a fight. Still has info available with the Omen ulti too, and Patman with the pit.
อีสู่เขาบวมอยู่นะตอน
You've
นี้
got a lot of different pieces for a potential post plant here as PRX, so it kind of incentivizes T1 to go looking a little bit. Izu's low HP as well.
Gonna have to hit these shots. It's Patman.
อีกโคตรเร็ว
Perfectly poised.
วางเป้าแบบ
To
คม
react. Paranoia about to go over to
Oh,
Stacks, who
tile.
is absolutely boxed in and screwed.
นี่แหละความโกง
Solid cleanup coming through. The timeout call from T1.
คือบังคับแพ้
The way that they would like.
จังหวะเนี้ย
7-5. PRX find themselves
มันต้องบัฟแบบ
This half had a beginning, middle,
ส
and
โมก
end,
ตัวอื่น
really.
ให้แบบว่าหลากหลาย
Beginning,
อะ
T1
แบบ
in
อ
the
ย่างเงี้ย
middle,
แบบ
PRX at
ให้
the
บิม
end.
มันเล่นได้
On
บ้าง
PRX sandwich.
ถ้ามัน
Now
อยู่
we
ดี
need to
มัน
see
เนิร์ฟ
what
พา
the
รานอยแบบว่า
exchange of the halves is
ถ้า
going
ไม่
to
โดน
look
หน้าก็
like
บอด
and
แค่ครึ่ง
how
เดียว
up for the races T1
Oh,
are going to
mid.
be. Because you know
กากเลย
PRX is
เนอะ
going to be
แบบ
playing on
บ
the
อด
back
แค่
of
เวลา
momentum, and
ลดระยะ
now
เวลาลงครึ่งเดียว
for the fans that might be joining us in the series midway,
ไม่ไหว
PRX
เดี๋ยว
are
มัน
the
โกง
attacking
มันโกง
side.
ไปเนี่ยพี่ดูดิ
You know that's going to be W Gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be W Gaming indeed. But that's widely what we were expecting to see consistently throughout this half from T1, given the double.
จริงนะเวลาเล่นรู้สึก
Now they're gonna have their
เวลา
work cut
เล่น
out.
ไอวอลมันเดี๋ยวนี้ชอบกดโอเมนรู้สึกเลยโอเมนแม่งเก่ง
Just need to be.
They didn't really encounter that many like Sage Wall setups where it was a thorn in their side to try to break
จริง
through
ก่อน
on this
ขึ้น
attack.
เวทีตอนชนหมัดเสร็จพี่เล็กน่าจะ
I
เป็น
mean,
คน
there were
stop
hardly any really massive walls that were coming out, right? One over towards market, they cut off the A site with it. There was nothing too out of the ordinary. Sometimes you don't really need that in the moment.
A little bit of a split here between those two fans. Obviously, plenty of audience members here to rep both sides. PRX right now got to be feeling pretty good, especially if they're able to find another one of those ever so rare pistol wins.
Be another thing that's unordinary from today. Talon getting the victory over DRX. I think a lot of
เอ
people
อถ้าบิม
call that
ถูก
not
2 ส
normal.
ตรีมก็น่าเล่นนะ
PRX finding pistols, not
First
normal.
time they've been able to do it.
That's why.
But hey, green light week sometimes a little bit too
Yeah.
strong.
Pistol round though. Double duelist stacking at the top of mid with DH in the Omen.
สมมติว่าถ้าสตรีมบีคอนโยนลงไปแล้วใครวิ่งผ่าน
PRX wanna
ต้องจับ
lean
ได้
on
ความเร็ว
towards
ด้วย
that at all
เพิ่ม
because
เลือ
they
ด
are poised for
150
a bit more of
โห
a B stronghold for the very beginning.
เกมอะไรวะน่ะ
เหมือนได้โอเวอร์ฮิลของโคบ
โคตรโหดอะ
Quiet for now, but player
นี่
pushing
อะ
towards main, but Buzz with a nice shot.
สาม
Is able
กระ
to
บอก
find
ครับ
Patman, start off the round. Potential alert from Vipers, Forsaken.
จะดูว่าไหนเดี๋ยวเล่นให้ดูน้องภูมิ
Go over,
Microphone activated.
swap out the pistol.
I didn't see Patman actually utilize the toxic screen either from the very beginning, so holding that.
He's waiting for information that he'll never receive.
Yeah, well, that's true, but T1, they are getting
ชิด
proactive.
แล้วมันดันกลาง
Hold the numbers advantage. Get an idea of what PRX are looking to do.
Things quiet. The slow wrap through tiles from Izu. Gets caught. Forsaken very quick
อ
on
ย่าง
the
นี้
draw.
ยากละทีวัน
Should give you an idea that they were hunting though, so you
Ủa,
got to
bị
go
cái
with
này đâu đó.
PRX now.
Wall off. That's going to be cutting off the access here from Stacks as Meteor just
เฮ้ย
strafing his way through. Forsaken wary
อื
about his position, but
ม
can
ปล่อยเสียง
do
เฉ
anything
ย
about Buzz. Just managed to find that headshot. So player advantage for the moment, but something trying to play on a little
Kick
bit of
khóa.
off timing.
เฮ้ยโอ้โหสติง
Some splitting
Ow.
between the right clicks. And the M1s, as Buzz is now on for
กลับมาเหลือคนเดียวได้ไงวะเนี่ย
tuck in
โอ้
behind this one, and that's going to be Buzz collecting it in the end.
ไปมันกลับ
An
เข้าเมน
ace
ไป
to get
ไม่รู้หรอว่า
T1
เขา
their
ซัด
first
กันอยู่
pistol of this
เฮ้ย
series.
กระโดดไปถือ
Bring them
ถือฮิว
within
เฉยเลย
touching distance
ตอนแรก
of
ไป
the arrow.
ได้เปรียบอยู่ไม่ใช่หรอ
Individual tools that he's found as well as far as PRX's side is confirmed. No trade from the initial one in towards Tiles, and from then on out, right, Forsaken by himself, rotating back over towards the B
เพราะว่าไปจัด
side.
ที่ญี่ปุ่นครับเลยนานไง
Protection with his teammates there for the trades, but he's just hit all of these shots collectively with the Ghost. Looking good for T1 in that pistol round, so back to the ordinary scenario on PRX not getting the pistols, but it gives T1 a definite opportunity here to
แต่ว่าปืนพก
equalize.
หรือว่าไม่เอาอยู่แล้วปื
Shut
นพก
down
อะ
the force of
ใช่
PRX. If you
ไม่
can
งั้น
do
จะ
that here,
อยู่ที่
you'll
12 ได้
have
ไง
a pretty good start on this
จริง
defensive side.
ทีมอันดับหนึ่งของลีกปืนพกอยู่ที่อันดับสุดท้ายของลีก
I heard
โอ้คอนทัส
Stacks
จัด
and the rest of the T1 talking about it after their performance
เป็นไปได้
yesterday.
ไง
Really feeling like these specters
ต้อง
are
ไปฝึกวิ
broken.
ชากับทารอนเลย
So leaning into two
Ui.
of them as that jump peak ends up being a little bit more costly than Buzz might have anticipated. He does get some information here for the team, but it's whittled away down to 34 HP.
บอสไฟมา
We're a quick little toggle of the camera. Meteor playing forward here into the cage. It's eating damage. Goes with the push though. He's able to find one. Right back into that
Boom,
smoke.
that
Easy at the same
hill.
time. Able to find something
Team
here.
they saw.
Meteor
นี่ไง
comes up with two Divide. Able to find
เป็น
one.
เรื่องนะ เป็นเรื่อง
Successfully, it's a 2v2 and the weaponry overall is kind of evened up. He's got Meteor down to 57.
Oh, small reprieve to get the spike.
โอ้ยนี่มีเฟนทอมไหมเต็ก
Meteor, he can slide up here on this angle.
โหระบายโดนสอง
Paranoia in play. This could be massive, and yeah, he's got that both
เรียบ
corralled.
ร้อยเลยฮะ
Not an ace for him. It's going to be a 4K seal. Again,
Okay,
good
tech,
damage
maybe.
dealt here from the side of PRX, but
They forced.
they did.
That's not the start that you want to see from them. They got another plan. Do they just Groundhog Day it and try it again with another force up? Or do you just, now that things are equalized, take the knee and wait for your proper buy round to come? Buzz one away from the dimensional drift. Meteor as well from the neural theft. An ace into a 4K, and with the defuse, they are going to have some early ults online. If there is a force to come out from PRX, those can shut you down.
ว่ายิงสติงเกอร์คมดีเนาะ
Very nicely done there for Meteor. Good coordination with DH. So not going to be a full force here. We'll just be sheriffs across the board.
โกะแมตช์ล่าสุดลบ20อ่ะพี่
Rip your new
Ui.
one on PRX's side, Solid Eco.
ขอไปดูดิคือที่เราแซวกันนี่คือมัน
Yourselves at the
แซว
moment,
จริง
it's
นะ
over towards the A side, but with
ของ
this
จริง
being
ดิ
ของจริงนะเราไม่ได้แซวกันเล่นๆนะเดี๋ยวคำคนหาว่าแบบบูลลี่
Continue
โกรธนะ
to more heavily lean over
มง
towards
จริง
A
อันนี้
from this mid split.
Got nothing on mid though.
มีคนบอก
Damage
โอ้โห
off
เป็นมาโกะร้องไห้แล้ว
Meteor
แบบเมื่อกี้
kind of
ถ้ารู้ว่าโดน
spotted
แซว
the
ข
area.
นาดนี้
No, he's on it. Toing and throwing.
พูดตามสถิติไงมันนี้มันหลับจริง
ภาพมันฟ้องไง
PRX.
It's going to have to be a bit of an A-lean, right, with where you've positioned Patman and that toxic screen.
Seems like it's going to be. Well,
ปกติถ้ามันอย่างนี้คือมันสั่งนะแต่นี่มันไม่ได้สั่งอะไรไง
Starts working his way forward. Divide getting the spot there on the DH. Now finds himself a little bit more isolated and will get picked off as Izu finds that one. Meteor looking to try to hold down the side. It does have Buzz there from Ali. Clean up something. It seems like the Sheriff's not going to sing, not in this round here for PRX. T1 and a 5v1. Pretty much guaranteed to be regaining the lead.
แบบนี้โดนแน่เลยวะ
We'll reload the push around the back. Flawless fashion. T1. Looking great so far from the defense.
A bit more of an unorthodox A-take of style from PRX. They get in, and then they got shut down.
มาโกะพีคกี่มุม
Jing
ภาพก็
kind
ตั
of
ด
ahead of the
ไม่เล่น
party.
แม่ง
I was kind of waiting to see what Patman was going to be doing on that flank spot, but he never really came into an elbow with timing with the team. So it was kind of a little bit disconnected feeling for PRX. It'll be
ถ้าเรา
adjusting
นี้
now
ไม่
that
ได้
the
วิน
guns are going to be in possession.
คิดว่าพี่อ
Does
เล็ก
this
ทุบปะ
พี่เล็กน่าจะ
round with the
วางแผน
showstopper
ด่านบ่ายละ
feel like it might be a little
ต้อง
faster.
สต็อปเลย
Try and get in front of this Sova utility,
Ah,
in
web
front of
lock.
the smoke over towards B that you just can't do.
เอาข่าวเอาข่าว
Look at the stacking at top mid from T1. They are
he spotted
walking down.
Quite a bit of this as well.
ขยันดัน
Patman
มา
though
ก
has
ตรงกลาง
now been left on a little bit of an island, but as he swings, he's going to use an immense amount of damage.
เป็นเรื่อง
Go ahead and play off of that.
เป็นเรื่องเลยครับ
Over towards this B site.
ยิงไปเลย
Neural theft tells all.
เฮ้ย
แล้วพี่เมทิโอเขาก็เห็นนะว่าอยู่
แล้วเมเทโอเขาไปตึกเรียกด้วยนะ
That's a critical one found.
รัวปะเนี่ย
ทำไมต้องใช้ชีวิตในความสุ่มเสี่ยงขนาดนั้นไม่เข้าใจ
A little bit of a spot out. Obviously, no Hunter Sphere. They're trying to play off the back of this one. As the paranoia going to be
กลัว
going
ไม่ได้
through
โพซิ
that
ชั่นขนาด
wall,
นั้นเลย
cutting off the access to Boba. Quickly going to be cleared out. And Buzz arriving on site. Does still just have this outlaw. And Ching was able to find another before getting taken down. The push forward. Kill being found. Buzz snappy, quick to be able to come up with that kill. Draws at the sheriff, finds another, but now he's alone.
เรียบร้อย
Forsaken has the timing.
ได้เสียวได้เสียว
Bail them out 8-8. We remain tied.
Definitely does feel like a bailout situation from Forsaken there, doesn't it? Somebody needed to do it for PRX's side because that was a quick retake to come in from T1. Dimensional drift, Buzz, even when exits it, kind of goes unnoted. Rest of the team getting a lot of damage in. I want to give credit to Devi a little bit. He bought some crucial seconds with the placement of that wall to disconnect the forces of T1 when that drift was starting to scope out the B side. At the end of the day, just one alive for PRX. They're going to have to manage their economy here. Now we know that T1 have another buy. This is quick.
And it is. Help back, but oh, Forsaken. Speaking of quick, there's a damn quick
มันดู
headshot.
เร็วๆหันไปหันมาหัววะ
Omenless now. Slowing down the advancing forces of PRX going to prove to be even more difficult as, I mean, Buzz out quite deep. Gets himself around it, but right now he's about to get timing to perhaps.
Maybe.
Advancing forward, Forsaken there. Oh, the jump peek. And he's trying to push for Forsaken. Plants his feet, crouches down. And that's the operator on the floor. Buzz overheating a hell of a lot there.
Yeah, last round, T1 losing the 5 versus 4. This time you're going to have to come back from a disadvantaged 3v5.
อุ้ยทำมิ่ง
Forsaken.
Huh?
Oh
With
my
that.
God! It's the 3K. Something
Hey.
against the wall. He finds Izu.
เกือบหลับแต่กลับมาได้ซัมติง
Media
Tape
has
off เลย
looked forward enough to be able to recover the operator, but oh
มาแล้วครับ
boy,
เตะไปเลย
T1.
อย่าให้ต้องส
All
ต็อป
kinds of out of sorts here in this round.
Is that the TikTok wall that we're talking about? Is that a Grim special one there?
I mean, he is, you know, PRX, they might be collabing with him.
Maybe.
They collabed with Mini.
เพื่อปี
Wouldn't he
ห
then
น้า
be
ไมฟรีจะได้ทีมวะ
trained one?
ได้ไงก็ได้
Did he say he was
ฟอร์ม
sharing
มันยัง
with
ดี
them?
อยู่เลย
I didn't get to
He's
hear
a
the interview.
creator for them.
Ah. I
เผื่อๆได้ไปเล่นในจีนด้วยแหละดูทรง
น่าจะไปเน็ตฟิกนี่แหละมันคอนเนคชั่นเยอะมาปีกอะ แก๊งอินโดอะ
I missed all of that information. So my apologies.
จีนไม่ดี
But
ได้
yeah,
ไป
I
อยู่
guess
อา
it would
คิว
be a
เนี่ย
grand
อื
betrayal.
ม
แฟ
เป็น
น
ไป
คิ
ได้
วพิกายอ่ะ
Well,
พูดอินโดทั้งทีม
But hey,
เป็นไปได้
T1 don't run the same.
แต่มันก็มีเต็มกิน
if
อ
you
ย่าง
want
เงี้
to
ย
take down, if you want to take down the T1 Nation, might need a double agent. Perhaps he's the one. Is Meteor
วิดีโอ
ไม่อยู่แล้วฮะ
has narrowly managed to escape.
He survives with the operator, but they know he's survived with the operator. So that being in play is still going to be in the forefront or
ถ้าส
back
ต็อปแล้ว
front
ได้
of
วินไหลกันนะ
PRX's
เป็น
minds,
ที่อะไร
depending
กัน
on
ผมสต็อปสต็อป
if
สต็อป
they
สต็อป
can figure out where it is and
ไม่ต้อง
what
ทำเอาเนี่ยตะโกนไว้เข้าหู
Lucky for Forsaken
Spam,
to
yeah.
switch modes of the Omen. Not going to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Going to
เปลี่ยนชื่อ something เลยบอกเปลี่ยนเป็นสต็อป
Operator, the hero gun for T1 now. See what they're going to be able to do with it as Buzz is technically on the wrong side of the map, looking for a little bit of the mid play with it.
Oh, well, it's a good amount of damage on the Jing. Obviously, with a Sage, less of a concern, so the heal will come
จริง
back
เอาให้เยอะ
through.
อยู่ในตันเนี่ย
เอาดิจริงจับเลสมาเอาอยู่แล้ว
Drum the check forward. Izu
โดนหนึ่ง
does
เล
get
ส
spotted, has to reposition.
Yep.
เทียบปิดท้ายว่ะ
ข่าวสูตรครับ วางหลอกลงดีอะ
Now play
ไม่
themselves
อะ
forward into back. And that's Meteor dead.
PRX giving themselves a lot of options.
Creativity on display.
ผัดเมงก็มาเรื่อย
Really need to lean into is just shoot everybody in the face.
ๆเฮ้ย
All the feet.
Doing a good job about it.
Just going to look to survive with the operator yet again. Stacks and DH potentially go with the explosion. Because if you allow something or Jing to get a kill, they both get their ultis and
นี่
they've
ทำติง
both just got
โค
a
ตรเร็ว
kill.
อ่ะพี่
Yeah.
สายยิง
Truly
สายยิงไวซัมติงอะ
Buzz has
ไอ้ไม่แปลกเวลามันจับออฟอะไรเงี้ยเวลาคนไปพีคมันโดนโคตร
recon across the way, checking to see if he was playing a
Who dead
similar
man?
position to the previous round. Hasn't been spotted yet, but time's starting to whittle away. Couple seconds where he needs to hold on to this one, and once again, Forsaken is going to be looking to take it out of his hands, but he doesn't go far enough. But it's going to be a flawless as PRX hit double digits.
And speaking of time, I was waiting to see if T1 would be calling a timeout. And I do believe just before it, the timer pause, that is going to come into play. So 3 rounds in
รี
a
เฟก
row.
วัยรุ่นเหรอ
A little bit of an earlier denser than
ยังไวอยู่ครับผม
threw us over
บาง
in
แม
the
ตช์
first half. But have you really seen enough from T1 on this defensive side at the moment to figure out what PRX are doing? So they are changing their approaches between mid, B, and A.
What is that something?
Trying to invoke some voodooism or something to get him here.
Wow. Pressure starting to mount here for T1. Probably feeling pretty breezy after that 3-round streak. Closing out the pistol, denying the force buy, but it's all gotten away from them since then. PRX now just 3 rounds taking Sunset, which, as a reminder, in case you just tuned in, is T1's map pick. I know it feels weird.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, a credit point towards T1 that I've noticed so far for them, they are starting to recognize a little bit of the space that they can take, you know, pushing in towards mid, in towards B main and such, but PRX is still kind of aware of it anyways. They know that the space that they're giving up is going to be a question mark territory. So it kind of comes to my mind that T1 need to find some opening jewels and let things settle a little.
Showstopper, relay bolt to delay Jing, but it's a spot, but
Good,
not
good.
quite find that kill. Hunter's Fury has a second little layer coming through.
โอ้เอาไว้
Let's go ahead and cause some disruption. These who trying to
เล่น
punch
ดู
on the
เล่น
rest
ไม่ค่อยเฟร
cannot
เลยนะเว
divide.
ลาเอนตี้อ่ะ
Strike him
ใส่
down.
สุดตลอด
เฟฟไม่ได้ดิดูคอมดิ
2 for 2 on the timeout calls that just do not go T1's way.
This is perfect. PRX, they have
ใช้แบบ
passed
ใช้
over,
ความได้เปรียบ
collected
ของเศษ
200.
จังหวะเดียวเลย วอลสโล
Not to potentially collect a whole lot more than that, because that would be them taking that first step, being 1 map away from locking up champs. As Buzz, he does manage to find 1.
ชะตาขาดแล้ว
He's back into
โดนล้อมจับ
holding this line. Patman, the next one. Shot goes out.
หุ้ย
What the hell is that flick? Well,
Hello.
he ends up right in something sights, gotta say. It was some pretty good hopping.
มัน
Put
โด
on
นได้ไง
display
อ่ะ
there, but not enough to bail him out. So PRX continue marching onward.
That balloons your stats a little bit on your kills.
ไปสัก
That
ทีสไนก็บอก
operator,
นะ
they had salvaged that round upon round upon round, and it has just come out to no avail, no opportunities to be able to get the right line with the operator. And I think that's one of the problems with it, actually. PRX have never been at the right spot for that operator to actually be able to point and shoot.
Avoiding it well.
So very nicely done from them. They do use a heck of a lot of ultimates in that previous round, but they do get the job done. 1 away from 12.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
Oh, Buzz. Under some pressure here. That's gonna be the strike forward. Dueling paranoias. and
มีซ้อนนะดิ
something profiting here.
มีซ้อนนะดิประเด็น
Only losing out
ที่วัน
on
มันจะ
1.
ทำอะไรแบบนี้สู้เป็นเรื่องจ
He
ริง
collects 3. And now
เข้า
it's a
ทาง
throw.
เลย
Let's go ahead
ถือว่าละเอียด
and
ครับ
stack you.
อุ๊ย
Not really gonna get out of here.
ตัวเดียว
ไอ้
ตัวเดียว
เรื่อง
Shut
เขา
down
เรียกว่าอะไร
something
ไอ้
for
เรื่อ
a
งช
brief
วนทะเลาะ
moment, but that's Meteor
เข้าทาง
sprinting
เนี่ย
his way across as quickly as
เป็นประเด็น
can
ชอบอยู่แล้วอะไร
be.
ไวๆเทศๆอ่ะ
Plant goes down. Patman, I kind of wanted him to see the orb and
2-0
maybe
ว่ะ
use the plant to get that pit
เดี๋ยว
one
มี
off,
2-0 แล้ว
but nevertheless, Meteor close with a stinger.
He's kind of just hope they come pushing into him, which, well, Forsaken does, but Forsaken also
หมด
gets
แล้ววะ
the shot. So 12 to 8.
หมดยุคเกาหลีแล้วตอนนี้
The massive streak now get themselves up to map point. T1 need 4 in a row.
They're going to have to throw the kitchen sink. It
ช่วง
feels
กำลัง
like
สร้าง
to
ใหม่
stave
ผัด
off
เปลี่ยน
the
ไปทุกทีมเลย
aggressions and the round accumulations that PRX are starting to come out with. 4 rounds in a
เช
row.
นจีเลยที่ทำให้
Kind of
มาตร
starts
ฐาน
with
ไป
getting
ขึ้
the first
นมา
one though for T1. Gonna use these ultimates, and now we see
ไม่
a
งั้นไม่ได้เห็น
change
ภาพ
of
แบบ
wall for Patman as well. I am really liking just
แล้ว
the
ก็จะเห็น
different
เป็นเล็ก
things
DIX
PRX
อะไร
are
เงี้ย
doing
ไป
on this
อินเตอร์
attacking
ตลอด
side there, keeping you guessing time and time again. Just switching tracks at every turn. Where's that dart going?
It's off the map.
มันไปแบบทิ้งที่มือไว้ขาดๆอ่ะ
It's completely off the map. As is Forsaken.
Now I know what Pansies is.
I mean, hey, at least he got the bounce to go. Well, DH pushing forward, able to find 2 here. Shutting down the entry.
นี่ไงพอพี่ใหญ่บอก 2-0 เป็นเรื่อง
Fly. Backpedaling, getting the spot out here. But he did it
นี่ไง
all
ไม่
forward.
มี
And oh, he shuts them down, and that is the site now
เก็บ
opened
เอา
up
ไปยังอ่ะ
was.
บอกปะล่ะ
Doesn't have the dimensional drift available to try to spot him out, but
It's a 1 versus 2 still.
ดาไวเนี่ยแม่งเป็นหนึ่งคนที่อยู่ดีๆก็เก่งขึ้นแบบ
Though he has
ง
got
งๆอ่ะ
himself into the
เก่ง
site
ขึ้น
lane.
ชิบ
Might
หาย
not read this at all yet.
ยูนิ
It's
ฟ
a
อร์มก็
silent
ดี
drop down.
ไม่ได้สั่ง
And
Oh.
Patman finds the timing, swings back
GG
around towards Boba.
ตื่นเต้นอะไรกัน
Hey, how you doing? 13-8, PRX. A little bit showing them wait. Potentially a bit longer, potentially make them wait
อาจจะดีขึ้นก็ได้ปีหน้า
next year. Depending on how everything plays out.
เป็นไปได้ตอนนี้ปืนพกขยับเข้ามาอยู่ที่12นะไป11จากทั้งหมด12ทีม
ที่หนึ่งใครทารอนเหรอ
ทารอนที่หนึ่ง
Some value with their bit more unique setup with this KO.
เฮ้ย
I mean, they're close. Look at this.
Well, they are. It's good amount of damage. Didn't begin there.
Wow,
Around the corner, but Jing and Patman able to find one apiece. The swing out. Stacks can only reply with one.
Ow.
Stacks. Never mind. He finds himself a second in Meteor. Does get rid of Forsaken just like that. We're into a 2v2.
กลายเป็นเจ้าเฉย
Divide and something else split up as well. So you're just going to have to regroup and navigate accordingly. Stacks, of course, on this KO, opting for the full set of utility too. So you've got flashes, you've got fragment. But by the timing and the start of the peel away from something over at the B site, PRX not 100% sure where this one is tending towards at the moment. It's going to be a mighty run from Divide to get over to this B side as well. He's at the exit of the teleporter on the other side of the map.
Face forward and something. Yep, spotting out one, so you know that you spotted them both pretty much. Especially as the 0 point does go through. So teleporter like this happening here for Divide.
นี่อ่ะ
Trying to create a little bit of split pressure, but something winning this fight over an elbow is absolutely monstrous.
เหลือสแต็กคนเดียวโอ้โห
Does have full util.
เฮ้ย
Good amount of damage there on the Divide.
เราไปดิ้งโดนเฉย
Something the players a little bit more quietly. Tucks into the tube, looking for that timing. Three faces back, finds the shot. Both players down to a sliver. Flash going to be turned from it.
ลงทิศลงทิศ
The read.
ย่อไปที
The
แตก
second pistol win in the set as PRX open
เดี๋ยว
things
จะบอก
up
ตอน
here
กู้
on
เสร็จ
time to the round win.
It's a great
set.
classic play as
Lông à?
well from PRX on that defensive side too. Just the teleporter trap play. There's the benefit of having a good Yoru. Sometimes you can see some other
28
agents throw some flashes through the TP as well. But the benefit of it being a Yoru is you can go through the TP yourself and gate crash out
8 ลูกเมื่อกี้
if
โค
you
ตรแสบ
want to. You can even send a clone sometimes. There's so many different renditions that you can get out of it. Stacks, of course, though, tries to deliver what he possibly can. But when it comes down to that 2 versus 1, just becomes a little bit difficult and caught looking the wrong way. So PRX again defying the odds of history.
นิ่งด้วย
Getting
สอ
another
ง
pistol
หนึ่ง
round.
ศูนย์
No force up as well for T1. They are
เพิ่ง
going to look
เพิ่ง
to
รี
have
เมื่อกี้
just the normal bonus rounds come later.
เหมือนเมื่อกี้ตอนจบไปแท็บดวลอื่นนะ
Sheriff's a frenzy. As well as Buzz with a
แค
shorty,
ปไป
which is
ส่องไอ
pretty
จี
typical.
มาให้ไหม
ไอ้ไม่ส่องไอ้นี่ที่
So,
พลิกเต็ม
a
อะ
little bit of firepower here, but against just how many rifles are in the hands of PRX, this will still prove to be damn difficult.
For me as well, if you're picking the KO for an agent on bind, you've got to have some good blades and some good timing to set up your team, as opposed to running, a fade alongside the Gecko, for example.
Bit of an off angle there from Jing. Looking out from that backside cubby, Forsaken. Ready with this molly to try to slow the tides, but
อันดับ
Meteor
11 อยู่
haven't
เมื่อกี้
gotten into
ไม่รู้
hookah
ขึ้นยัง
for
Uy.
free. And hitting Belter of a shot. Does call for the
Đột
rotations
bằng
to
tí
come
lệ
through, so
video.
now everybody's starting to storm their way forward. Patman clears out one Buzz up
Oh.
and over the top. They're unable to track
สู้ชีวิต
all, so
จัด
that is going to be Patman eventually overwhelmed. The Bulldog now in the hands of Buzz, but he immediately loses it for it's something just spamming through Lab. Right through that window. Seen him do it before, he does it again, and that turns this round completely on its head. Displaces all of
ไม่
the
เสียหาย
setup.
เท่าไหร่
All
ถือ
the
ว่าโอเค
longevity for T1 here on the post plant.
ตาม
Yeah,
โคว
when you've
ต้า
got a heavy weapon and you start spamming through that, right? You look for the angles, you look for
เหมือนเลยมา1
any
โควต้า แต่ไม่
guarded
เป็นไร
explosion denials, you look for any wall bangs
He's
through
okay.
the tube even. He's got that Guardian, so makes work of it. It could have been a very sloppy round for PRX too. Meteor getting the opener, and Patman only good for, let's call it the 2. Could have been none had he really looked towards the rays of Buzz.
It's something that when you're playing against PRX, especially something you have to be cognizant of that. I still have it burned into my memory of him doing that glass cannon with a Guardian, playing, I believe, Reyna on bind over at Master Shanghai and killing like 3 people basically from that position.
Reyna on bind is just in the ballpark of illegal and should
เซอร์ไพรส์ นี่ไง
Going to be noted, and that's a great timing on the haunt. There's no one there.
เที่ยโคตรสวยครับเพลงนี้
two
เม
teams
เทโอกำลังเพลิน
Pill for the gun. Unfortunately, Patman's not able to
สัง
pick up
เกต
the
นะ
one that
เป
you
ปเปอร์
just
เล็กอ่ะ
lost.
เขาจะจัดตัวห้อยของ T1 ได้โคตรบ่อยเลยอะเหมือนรู้หมดแล้วอ่ะ
In the wings of Fountain.
จะมีท่าอะไรมาแบบ
Player advantage as PRX
รัวๆเนี่ย
cut off the ability of this toxic screen of Meteor towards the A side as well. I feel like if Stacks can get a bit of this control over a B long and pick up the ulti orb, that's going to be a requirement to get
อุ้ย
into this
น้ำผึ้ง
B
คือ
side.
น้ำผึ้งไม่ได้สักอย่างเลยน้ำผึ้งธรรมชาติน้ำผึ้งป่าเลยน้ำผึ้งนี้คือไม่ได้เลยแบบโอ้น้ำผึ้งนี่ของดีอะน้ำผึ้งอะ
Microphone activated.
Team's going to meet with him, so he can get the orb and look to rip it and go into the site together as a team.
The C's is still going to slow him up unless you are able to find this instant headshot here, but you cannot. So C's goes out, Fragment to try to cut him off. Izu locked in for now as Buzz goes bounding over the top of this Molly, but needs to have some impact here on the entry, and he cannot. So getting shut down is Forsaken. Has himself a 3K.
หมดเลยครับเจสัน4 คิว
Massacres them. Paper
ซู
Rex.
ซานโต
They convert the bonus.
As soon as you know that the jig is up and you've been spotted over at long, there's still 30, 25 seconds to go.
ตอนนี้
Got
ที
to be
วั
in
น
a
ต้อง
different
ส
angle.
ต็อ
You
ป
did just pick up the orb, especially into that bonus rounds. You lose that first pick to a gorgeous little set play out to the top of A short. Then you start to get real worried for T1, just trying to one-dimensionally bully their way into that B site. It's just not going to happen.
You start getting a very good idea of why Paper Rex elected to go for this match.
ก็ดีพอนะน้องเปล่า
Alex and the whole
Bravo.
rest of the team probably licking their lips after they saw the way that this draft played out, and that is a great shot from Jing as Buzz tries to play anti-flash and cannot. Izu doing his damnedest, doesn't dive the boom bot.
ไอสูต้องบอกว่าอยากได้มากๆครับ
Stacks,
Hey.
nice shot. Does manage to
Hey.
break open things that be a little bit. It's DH.
แปลกมาก
Is off the
วี
back
นี้
of the info Divide Cubby.
Yeah, but they got the spike out.
แต่ว่าบอมอยู่
It's a
หน้าห้อง
wonky
น้
round if they've got the spike on their back. But Paper Rex at least do hold on to that. So you got to see a world in which Meteor links up with DH here. And they try to regain that to just get back into the round. I mean, there's a minute to go, man. Like,
Yeah, it's a minute to play with, so he can make his way over here. Is Molly not going to go deep enough, but it's a good read.
you do have 3 smokes as DH. You could try to make a smoke train.
Yeah, straight into something.
Yeah. That's not mad.
Gets the smoke down there.
เคลียร์หลังค่อนข้างชัวร์แล้วตอนนี้
You're just lingering within that one. DH now getting ready to swing the corner, spots him, finds the headshot. Suddenly, we're doing a 1v1.
รู้อยู่แล้วครับช็อตนี้
Forsaken comes out on
โอ้โห
top
เจ
of.
สัน
He
Bad
is
touch.
hitting. I'd say
เงื่อนไข
different,
ถ้ารอนไป
but
ปารีส
hitting
ชนะอีก
very
1 ครั้งครับ
consistently today.
He's the better Brim. I mean, we heard it from DH in an interview the other day, right? He got to finally play the Brimstone, something a little bit different, especially with this T1 squad. Seems to be enjoying it. But in a game such as high stakes as this, the winner gets into Paris, the winner gets into the Japan Roadshow. Gotta be delivering everything that you possibly can. Maximizing opportunity 4-0 for Paper X now.
Another round where he's on his feet.
ตั้งแต่กลับมานี่เจสันมันไม่ลุกไม่หยุดเลย
ยังดูสู้ไม่ได้เลยว่ะทีวัน
Poison orb.
เพราะอะไรวะ
That's to disrupt the placement of it.
ยิงก็ขาดอยู่
Man
นะ
now going to be coming through Thrash, advancing
สู้ไม่ได้ด้วย
forward through the showers. Something just sees tucked inside of the smoke though. Goes unscouted as Patman now arriving, and never mind. They actually do manage to find the detained, and Meteor is able to hound him down. Patman now on the exit, swinging around the back, and Meteor wins out that fight. Wingman for the plant.
ก็จะมีเมเทโอในตอนนี้ที่ยังสู้อยู่
Just a hair off
Koi,
as
Koi.
Izu nearly
เอาจริง
spammed out from the back of Dice. Eventually will fall. Forsaken able to find the one. Showstopper now. Going to be invested as Jing goes up and over the top.
เอ้า
Stacks immediately swinging out from behind the box. Is able to find it. Meteor with a 3
ยิง
game.
ผิดจุด
Go
ครับ
ahead and help steady things for T1 as they get their first round win.
ผมบอกสู้ไม่
ดู
ได้
แล้วที่มันลุกแล้วมันยืน
Eventually
5 คนใน
clearing
เดิน
the
ทางใช่ไหม
pocket with a showstopper instead. A little bit of these micro components that Paper X
ไม่
have
ส
been
คริป
able
ต์
to
เคย
get
ดู
around
เจสัน
since
ไม่
they're
สคริ
losing
ปต์
a
เล็ก
couple
เลย
of their members.
Microphone
Unfortunate for something that he does get caught in the thrash, and Patman as well.
จุดเริ่มต้นไป
Prowler, he might have been able to figure out that they were a little
Hello.
bit close up, but he's just got that crosshair, trying to be trained at the ready.
Let's go, guys.
Flip over, T1, they are on the board now.
On the board, you can hear Buzz trying to spur them on here.
Got to keep the energy levels high in a situation like this. You got the pit available for Divide with the judge. They're going to drop that over towards short. It was something that is kind of an unworkable scenario to bully yourself through if you don't have a fade, for example, sometimes. So we'll see how T1 actually want to navigate this, if they put the wingman in or try to dry contact in together.
Taken from backside. Divide within the pit and then Jing up on top of the box. This is going to be pretty difficult to
ไม่ได้ไป
try
ฮะ
suss out.
คุณ
Microphone activated.
Something that was
Dizzy the corner. Maybe it tells them enough, but it seems like they are suspicious about this. Paint shell going to be going through, but Jing shrugging off that damage, and he's playing it
เป็น
patiently
เรื่อง
now, striking
เป็น
from
เรื่อง
on
เล
high.
ย
Down A.
2
Two
เจ
quick
เอา
kills,
หม
and
ด
that is
นะ
the round over. With Buzz deep behind enemy lines, with
เอาหมด
not much hope of escape.
ไปแล้ว1 เจ
Finds one.
เหลือ 1 เจแล้วตอนนี้
Divide
Really
still
Jade.
here within this smoke. Shuts down Meteor. Now they know exactly where the enemy raise is at. He's still going to be good for a second kill. But Divide will run him down.
เนี่ย
ระวัง
ต้องให้
Judge in
อันนี้ก็
hand.
1 เจ
There's
จะ
going
ไว
to be no
อันนี้บัค
consecutive
ไงเจอ
round
กัน
win
บ่อยนะ
found here for T1.
I
Down
thought
way.
that Buzz was actually spotted getting on through the pit as well, because it looked like to me
อ๋อ
that the
ทำถึง
Jing was
ไม่น่าไป
watching
อ่ะ
for
ไม่
it
น่าไป
and just doesn't look at the right angle for the last little moment. But for me, it's the fact that the judge wasn't even seen in the pit just yet. Divide
Oh.
hasn't shot a single bullet
อ๋อ
from it.
ทำเทอมนี้
And as soon as you hear the pit in a pit,
อาจจะเป็น
judge in a
อาจ
pit
จะเป็น
rather,
เทอม
generally
อาจจะเป็น
you
อ
don't
อ
wanna
ทัมครับ
stay
ผม
too long in it. So a bit
อยู่ที่
unfortunate
อยู่ที่
for
ทารอน
T1.
หน่อยจริงๆถ้าทารอนไม่ได้เข้าชิงนะ
They do drop that round and they're
ก็จะเป็น
gonna
เกา
have
หลี
to
หมดเลยครับ
extend a
ถ้า
timeout
ถ้าลอง
now
เข้า
as
ชิงก็
well, 'cause
DX จะหาย
things
ไป
are
ครับตอนเนี้ย
not going their way
อืม
on this
ง่าย
attacking
ๆเลย
side. I mean, they were
ทำไมวันนี้
plagued
ดา
with
วาย
a bit of a
ตก
slow one
เครียดนะ
against RRQ as well before they
ดาวไว้ทำไม
started to awaken for the very tail end of the half. These are the sort
ไม่
of
รู้มันยิง
components
มัน
we're talking
เพราะสนิท
about.
กันหรือว่าเพราะอะไร
They
ตอนนี้สง
recognize
สัยเลย
that a composition like RRQ is getting to the choke points
ตอนแร
with
ก
all
ยิง
their
แตก
utility
เพ
and
ราะว่ามัน
exploding
แบ
on
บ
in.
ยิง
They're
แย่กันเราที่
recognizing,
เวที
you know, over on
ทัก
Sunset as
ทาย
well,
กั
for
น
example, holding the utility.
ตอน
So
นี้
you
ยิงบัต
you want to bait
เริ่ม
out
ไม่
your opponent's
เริ่มไม่
util
รู้แล้ว
nice
มัน
and
ยิง
early.
ทำ
You
ไม
got to find these advantages in the 5v4s and the 5v3s. PRX are not really giving them any opportunity at the moment deeper into the map. They're all playing kind of passive in towards the side.
สวัสดีครับเพื่อนวันนี้มีทีเด็ดมีไหมครับ เมื่อวานได้ชุดจุดใจเพราะสำนักแน่นอนอยู่แล้วมีอยู่แล้ว
for T1.
No, incredibly so. And it's all widely off of, you know,
คิริติกไวท์เทเลตี้ครับผม
this map from T1 just
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
เราพิมพ์ตาราง
It's adjusted
ตารางเติม
accordingly
เข้าไป
for
ดูได้
PRX
เลย
really nicely as well, right? Set play in the pistol,
กับสถิ
maximizing
ติ
something
ชุด
with
ใหญ่
the
ตอนนี้
blindsides through the teleporters, clearing out what they can with Patman's utility.
ซิมเปิลเลยอย่างครับ
Saw it earlier that T1 does have the best round conversion off the back of
มี
timeout.
ครับอนาคตมีสิทธิ์จัด
0
ที่อื่น
and
ครับผม
2 here today. Meteor himself into a very nice
เอ๊ะวันนี้ไปที่หนู
spot.
อะ
Eventually will get spammed out. It's looking to be good for the one.
แตกใน
Meanwhile,
วิดีโอ
here on
เมื่อ
the
กี้
A site,
ไม่ต้อง
somebody
พิมพ์ตก
taken
ใจ
down.
Microphone
Divide.
activated.
Looks forward in the lamps.
ตอนนี้ถูกไป11คู่ติดแล้วนะครับ ตอนนี้คู่ที่12กำลังจะมานะ
Nice
อันนี้
headshot just through the corner of the wall. Upgrades the weapon. The plant now in.
Microphone activated.
2v4.
You'd feel like Jing has to draw attention away from Patman here to get him set in.
Yeah, given that he just has the 30 HP, need to call some kind of distraction. That's a decent little start to one.
Just gotta call it.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and back away. So make it a little bit more costly.
เอา
Microphone
เครื่องหมาย
muted.
ตัวเตะออก
Plenty
ด้ว
of
ย
money to buy going into the
ถ้า
next
เอา
one.
แบบราคา
We'll be able to get a conversion off the back of the timeout this time around.
Of course, as soon as I say during the timeout as well, the PRX are not really giving them anything, not looking to, you know, push deeper or anything like that. They
โอ้โห
immediately
มัน
do
ยาก
that
มั
outside
น
big sense and
ปวดหัว
pay
คน
price.
จดเลยนั่นน่ะ
So changing things
Microphone
up a little bit
activated.
from what was working on the expectation that T1 would be adjusting after a timeout. They technically do a little bit. It feels like you give it to them just a hair. T1 though, it is another round on the board, so you got to start to formulate some more strengths on this attacking side. So dare say, PRX are not going to try and do the same thing
โอ้โห
again.
คู่มันก็น้ำแบบ 1.8 1.9 ตั้งหลายคู่
Microphone activated.
Very necessary, but can they get another here?
Microphone muted.
เปาดอง
Back, still with an
อะไร
opportunity
วะ
to try to rescue the half, and ult economy-wise, they're in a good position.
2 2
Slower to try to drum up some of these
2
ones.
2 1
You know, something hasn't really been able to find that much impact.
Ooh.
Quick little ADS in, and Stacks continuing to excel here
เฮ้ย
for the
คม
team.
จัด
Grabbing the orb and Buzz.
Microphone
Yep, swinging out just a little bit wider. Does get baited in, does Jink, but something holds down that B flank angle. Now joins in here on this A side. Showstopper out. And that's something right there. In
เห็นได้อยู่
Forsaken managing to find the one kill, but Meteor pushes forward at Lamps.
ไม่ดีเลยวะ
It's the punish, and that leaves just Devi alone in a 1v3.
Spike
It's pretty
planted.
much just going to be locked out here by a bit of this utility.
Doesn't really have the money to try to go for this. Does he have the gall? So the answer is no. Will wisely back away. T1. That'll be them getting up to 3.
มองไปที่วิทย์คืน
Filling
นี้
this gap and also doing a good amount of damage to a lot of players' economy here on PRX.
It's something that they've been able to do in a lot of these rounds. They've been able to keep the economy relatively in check, that now that they can reset it in just getting the 2 rounds in a row, start to build up a little bit more of their own as well. Don't have to exercise the pit or the orbital strike in this post plant, so they'll take that as a bit of an added bonus.
Going on the hunt here, but Devi favored. Meteor having to check too many angles. He'll lose his life.
เอาละครับถึงเวลาที่อเล็กต้องตะโกนแล้ว
I mentioned earlier as well, by the
Stop.
way, stacks needs to be pretty crucial with a lot of these timings on the 0 points. The fact that he actually removes both of the players over at long here, you can just see it. It leaves Patman in the open.
แต่คู่นี้ตอนแรกก็ไม่คิดว่าจะ
Your
2-0
utility that
นะ
can come over into the showers to kind of be
น่า
able to
2-0
toy
เลย
with any showers plays. Actually, just really good standard blade that comes on out. And PRX, I mean, by their positions, they had 2 players over at long, one watching B window, one watching A short, and one watching baths. So they're kind of playing more of a bit of a default in that scenario.
Surprise,
อย่า
surprise.
คนอยากไปปารีส
Not happy, Jan.
There is
อย่าหยุด
a
อย่าหยุด
timeout off the back of that one.
ไม่ตลกครับ
As Alex.
Just calm down, Pat Bock. We're all good.
Oh, he's not patting Bach.
No.
He is beating the piss out of him.
Nah, they're all right.
แต่จริงๆถ้าอย่างวัฒนธรรมฝรั่งก็เฉยๆนะลองได้เป็นแบบว่า ถ้าเป็นประเทศเราเนี่ยแบบว่าอย่างนี้นี่ก็ดูนี่อยู่นะนึกออกไหมมันก็ยังดูโหดอยู่นะแต่ฝรั่งมันแบบว่าชิวอะ
Couple of slip ups at the moment from PRX. T1 are capitalizing on as opposed to T1 really digging deep. It feels like though.
ถ้าเราแข่งเกมโค้ดเป็นงี้นึกคิดในใจสวยแล้วแข่งจบนาที
แต่ทำไมคนดูฮาพี่
มันวัฒนธรรมเขามันน่าชิวฝรั่งอ่ะ
คนดูนี่นั่งฮาตลอดเลย
Especially
คนดูฮา
when you have the dimensional drift there, so if that comes into play, decent way to try to isolate and destroy the enemy Viper. Jing just eating the flash, strafes across, gets himself tucked along the wall, but all of T1 ignoring showers for now. They're looking to just go straight up the center.
Straight into the side too.
By avoiding detection there, and oh boy. Until that very moment, counter spam is going to be good. Stack's able to go ahead and trade that one back, so 1 for 1. The race dead. Meteor again, very quick to
สโมกลูกนี้
something is pushed out onto the front of the site. He is very quick to absolutely tear them to
แล้วซัมติง
pieces.
ไม่ได้ไม่โดได้ไงอ่ะ
How has he gotten that third one?
I don't
คน
know.
มากยังงงอ่ะ
We'll have to see it back either way. DH.
นี่
Good
ก็จะ
luck.
เล่นแบบเดียวอีก
Eagle Peak, did he even get the mini-map identification? Looks like the answer is no. Just managed to find the
อย่านะ
first.
อย่านะอย่านะ
No recourse, no way to try to
okay.
just dip back into the teleporter. The spike was stranded. As I'm gonna need a replay on that
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. I mean, Devi, he kind of gets a frag onto Buzz with open arms, gives him a good old hug in the smoke. But for me, I thought Meteor had actually found the right timing through his own poison orb, through lamps, to find the round essentially. But just looks like Meteor was shooting whoever was back triple, and something turns around and shoots him there. So I guess that's acceptable. That's how that one happens.
Well,
and that's how he gets his 2000s kill too.
Yeah,
not bad.
2002 now.
Also, the first one was in the orbital strike. There you go.
มันไม่ได้แข่งเยอะเหมือนคนอื่นเลยนะซัมติงอ่ะ
Well, congratulations to something.
มันเพิ่งมาจอยเป็นเล็กพอไม่
The
กล้า
outcome of the series for him be better than that of Marcos.
Oh no!
2,000 คิวถือว่าเร็วอยู่
Well, Forsaken is out on
โอ้โห
display.
เป็นเรื่องเลยครับอย่างนี้นี่เอาขึ้นมาหนึ่ง
Quick peek, able to go ahead and get some revenge for his fallen teammate, though. Nothing without cost here, it would seem. 41 as there's the reveal, and
โอ้
it's
โห
with effort, but Jinx.
แล้วพงเพื่อนไม่มีใครยิงให้แล้วดิจังหวะเนี้ย อยู่กัน3 คน
ไปหมดแล้วที่วัน
ปล่อยเลยดิ
Position for this.
แต่บอกโอ้โหแม่งไม่มีใครช่วยจริงๆวะเนี่ยช็อตนี้
The dimensional drift going to
ได้
be
ยิ
going
นเสีย
through
งเปล่า
something, get the
มันโดน
spot
ใน
out.
จับขาพี่
Rushing forward, and they just
มัน
double
อยู่
stack
กัน
in the
หลายคนโด
lamps.
นมันต้องมีคนไม่โดนวะ
He's stuck.
Southbound, and yeah, I mean, he is just in no man's land.
One enemy remaining.
As Patman is there around the back, and now
ก็
it's
ใคร
all
ไม่
on
รู้ต้อง
Meteor.
ดูภาพ
Trying to see if he can do anything, but I think that
จะเป็นเล็ก
his
ฟอร์มนี้
options
นี่
are
แบบ
limited to die.
วันๆเลยว่ะทารอน
ก็เห็นบอกว่าเดี๋ยวต้องไปเป็นเลขชนะนัดนี้ก็ได้ไปแล้ว
Not
นะ
get
การันตี
anything
แล้ว
more than that. 4K for Jing, a 7th
chill
round
เลยฮะ
win for
เดี๋ยวมันอยู่ที่นัด
PRX.
หน้าน่ะ
Favorite at the half, guaranteed. But by how much? You
Yeah.
have to still wait and see.
See the idea at the end there on display as well for PRX, expecting Meteor to come on alert from the B side, right? It's Meteor, he's generally
เกือบหลับ
lurking.
แต่กลับมาได้ว่ะ
If he
อ๋อ มัน
hadn't revealed himself spraying immediately, maybe he could get
มัน
some
โดน
extra
แปดมันโดน
damage and
แปด
maybe be on for a chance at the round. But it is a bit
มันคอมโบ
unfortunate
ของ
for
กั
Stacks
น
that the Haunt just doesn't get removed before he gets scanned as well. But for PRX, right numbers at the site, bar losing the first frag, convert very nicely, balance out their economy
ใช้ของ
state
คนดี
again,
อะ
don't have to go back onto an eco. T1 does,
Ui.
and that is a Sharpie from DH.
That it is, and they're reading this
นั่นไง
position incredibly well.
Uh-oh.
ว่าเล็บไม่งต้องไหลมาทรงนี้
Certainly trying to make a go of this one. I mean, Meteor only able to recover the operator, so we'll see how much value he's going to be able to find out of that one. For now, though, the spike is outside of B. Technically, the stacked site, I'll put in quotes. As Jing does get spotted, and it looks like they're just going to go ahead and call the rotations to come through. Buzz on a linger to try to see if they can find a Punisher on this B site.
Oh, faking the fallback from A is going to bait in Jing. That's
จริงๆอะตรงนี้
gorgeous
ไปก่อนเล
from
ยสาม
T1.
Starting to play forward. Buzz also able to find value there, and there's the operator.
เอาไปก่อนเลย
Scooped up and put
โอ้โห
to
แทนที่จะ
use.
แทนที่จะ93 84เดี๋ยวนี้ลุ้น
1v5.
Gonna
Don't
flawless
sort
the
it.
Thrifty by the looks of it for T1.
Certainly in position to do so. As pass over here on the plant. We'll get that null command ready to go from Stacks going into the last round of the half. DH holding close. Is able to find the kill. So yeah, flawless Thrifty from T1 to get themselves a 4th round win. Given how things have started, they can make this a 7-5 half. Start feeling maybe a bit better about their chances going on to the defense.
Well, worst case scenario, if they did drop this round, it could have been, you know, something of a 9-3 over towards
Oh,
PRX, and then the gates really start to close on this series, and
น่าต้องเลิก
you
ซื้อ
have
ปื
to
น
do
ค
your
น
lower bracket run. So the fact that they're coming out with just some really brilliant shots and expectations on players in cheeky little corners is very well placed.
He just says, you know what, I like this operator. I'm going to keep it, but look at this gamble from PRX. Everybody starting on the B side of the map. Triple face out here at B long. As 0 Point gets a good, solid confirmation.
But what do you look to do now as PRX? What other information do you want to try and get? Because they are always happy enough to just play in the sites and allow T1 to come to them.
Forsaken is just trying to rush
เห็น
forward,
ทัน
but
ว่ะ
he's been spotted.
อุ้ย
Stacks will find the one
เฮ้ย
eye.
ลายสู่รับ
Back a single kill, but Stacks going big, finds himself that second, but will finally be taken down, bleeding out inside of Lamps. The pit now goes up, and they rescue the IGL. We'll have to wait and see.
ไว
Looks
จัด
like Buzz is
ช็อต
gonna
นี้
be
โด
set
น
on
ดิ
that mission. There's the Nightfall now.
ดูมันไหวตัวไวมันไหวตัวไว
It's going to the rescue, but around the back goes
อุ้ยจริง
Jing. 2 pumps to the shorty, 2
Oh,
quick
clean.
kills. And DH now. Oh, he is so very far away. Showstopper will be waited out. The boom bot will just go ahead and confirm the position. Paint shells to further delay. And Jing to go
น้องจริงว่ะ
absolutely nuclear and secure the 8th
มันมาโดน
round
ตี
win
เฟส
for
ครับ
PRX in
ตัว
the
มัน
half.
นิ่มอยู่
Yeah,
สอง
really
เลย
well done from them.
นิ่ม
Patman
เลย
with the Nightfall in
Bro,เขาแบบไม่
combination
เสี่ย
with
ง
Jing
ไม่เคย
just
รู้
ripping all the
เลย
utility silently to get in the backlines from them.
โคตรคุ้มว่ะ
Two with the
defense
shorty on the deaf, low HP opponents, and then the showstopper as
จริง
well.
จัดให้
Well, you've got something just meandering around the pit, not going in. Too overzealous. Really well done from PRX there. And I'm looking towards DH. He's going off yonder to play line up Larry with the incendiary and then use the orbital strike.
ธรรม
Can't
ชาติ
help
จ
but
ริง
wonder if he was around the
ตื่นตื่น
team
ปุ๊บ
for the
ลูก
fight,
ซองไอ้
would it have
RPG
been a
ขึ้นแบบ
difference maker?
ออโต้
We'll
อะ
never know. That is a pretty good half, nevertheless, for PRX. Is it enough, though,
ชอบ
for
ชอบ
T1? I think
ชอบ
that's the
ใจ
real important thing.
Yeah.
8-4. Pistols have looked good,
แต่ก็ยังไม่
but
ค่อย
It's
ปลื้มใจ
possible,
เท่าไหร่
but yeah, they need the pistol, it feels like. PRX. Solid enough spot, because, you know, again, got that double duels coming out. Expect them to continue to have that oomph, have that W key forward. Really?
I'd say Forsaken's agent pool, because there is a lot more that you have to do on that than getting in like the range or the practice maps and just satchel.
Some artwork there. Not looking too great for him quite just yet, but a pistol here could certainly turn the tides for the T1 faithful out there. Start reinstilling some of that hope.
Yeah, the defensive side for them wasn't too bad, of course, against RRQ. But they did do a lot more heavy lifting on that attacking side, which made things just easier to close and no comeback really necessary in this scenario. The stakes are higher. They're a lot more well done.
My big question is, can you shut down Jing?
Answer to be determined.
He's been widely a menace, as yep, was able to widely straight past that.
Oui.
Flash to try to buy some space. Meteor continuing to swing off of this one.
ป๊อปแฟด
crunch
นี่
attempt
อ่ะ
around
ป๊อป
the
แฟด
back, but it all is
หมดเลย
falling to pieces. Izu can
จะ
find
ว่า
one.
ไปมันเล่นเคโอไม่เห็นมันป๊อปเฟดแบบพี่แครกเลยตรงหน้าห้องน้ำไม่ได้ซัดเลยฮะ
Yeah, look at they just go ahead and bound forward at him. Adjust for the headshot onto one.
เดดแมน
Damage
จัด
found, but
ต่อให้ยิง
nothing
เขา
more.
ตายก็โดนในระเบิด
Look from DH to try to cut off the Shower's approach. Does still have the molly. But he's just got no idea if all three are in this position here. Waits out the bite.
วิ
Molly here at their feet. They're going to
ออก
just
เลย
push
ครับ
right past that one before the damage can even be found. That is another
เหมือน
pistol.
แบบ
3 to 1 for
เอาไม้ไปแย่
PRX.
หลัง
Now
ต่อแล้ว
up
ต่อ
9 to
แตก
4.
แตกตัว
Yeah, turning a
แล้ว
new
ก็ลุม
leaf,
ต่อยอะ
getting some pistol rounds in a series. Minimizing the effect of your rifle rounds that you need to come out with. It's something that we saw the other day. I can't exactly remember what the team was. They kept losing the pistols and winning all the other bloody rounds. You just make it clean on your pistols, or maybe it was the flip side. They were winning the pistols and losing everything else. Either way, PRX, they are certainly looking to have a bit of a quicker one today.
Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned about it though. It feels like one of those harbingers of doom, one of those omens that pops up.
2-0
One of the pistols, maybe
เสมอ
that's,
บายสุด
what is it, a sunfish or an oarfish when they come to the surface?
Or the train had a small stop at a wayward station, and now they're just turning into some train
เออ
that fly.
เท่ากับวอลลีอยู่สายล่างหมดตอนนี้
Well, the H.
นี่สภาพตอนนี้ RRQ ดิ
Damage from a blast pack.
ข้างบนส่งอะไรลงมาวะตอนนี้
Quietly, but they are very suspicious about him being here, and they eventually will have their suspicions confirmed.
เจอหน้าแม่ง
Sax
ภาพ
trying
ตั
to
ด
play
รั
around
ว
the back, Forsaken. Was holding the angle, and looks like he is gambling back to the maybe the oh nope.
He knows something's up. Don't think Stacks can really do too much though.
To try to get into position though,
เฮ้ย
to go down to the spike, I think is going to prove to be difficult. There's a Meteor now found, and here comes the swing. And so, there you go. Flawless anti-eco. PRX now get themselves up to 10. T1 have an immense amount of work to do, and it has to start here from this anti-bonus.
Oh yeah, they got to win this one cleanly. They're going to have to get a couple more. They're going to have to weather through the ultimate rounds that PRX are going to throw their way, and you got to remember, Yoru Rays, they can get in your face with the team in tow. It is going to be quite the trek that T1 have to get through here. But it's where it starts in dropping the pistol in the second round. It is this round right now. I see a judge on Jing.
จริง
You
ก
know
ว่า
what
เป็น
he's doing.
19เลยเหรอ
Not doing it quite just yet, but it's only
อย่าให้จับเล็กอะ
Paint Shell to lead the way.
Oh, that's nice.
He tries to tuck back. That does stop him from going for the all-out explosive entry, at least for a little bit longer.
Now it is available again. You want to get back up too short, because you know that T1 are kind of formulating an idea that that's going to be possible when you scan the raise up through short. Into lamps or over truck. I think that's my kind of guess.
Buzz jiggling on this angle. Forsaken there to try to reinforce that position, but won't be necessary quite just yet. Forsaken is now going to start working his way forward here alongside as Stacks get taken down. And Jing being flattened on the entry. It's all just to try to create a little bit of a distraction, but something.
จังหวะมันอันนี้ไปหน่อยวะ
Dodging, and playing a timing on that wingman. Ends up losing out to Izu. Teleport coming through, but DH is already here.
And he does have an incendiary, but by the timing, is he going to use it?
It's in front of the bite. Ooh, maybe wishing that he had. Already, this is a damn costly round here for T1. Now you've got an opportunity for Divide to potentially clutch this, which would almost certainly be the final nail in the coffin.
Using the wingman to clear over towards the holes. Izu's not going to have that for this retake.
Meteor on the approach. So try to assess where could he be. Is he garden? Is he elbow? Is he in the tube? Slowly and surely
ไม่มีแมป
clearing
3ไม่มีแมป
out these possibilities. There's the
ไม่มี
spot.
ภาพใช่ไหม
Some damage
เฮ้ย
going through, but the hold the half is there, and Izu does manage
โอ้
to
โห
keep Meteor alive.
สาม
ไม่เอาให้ตายอ่ะ
We'll give him the thrash going into the next round, but that is a must-win for T1. They barely scrape by with it.
นึกว่าจะได้1ตัวก่อนเมื่อกี้
Free fire onto Meteor when he's on the spike. A little bit more of a wider swing and potentially could have finished him off. But hey, for T1, it is the round that they needed to get on the board. Is it clean? No. But they're going to still be able to buy up into the next round, of course, and have another go at this mountain climb. Just got to be very well coordinated and come out with some good rotation ideas and some good stalling mechanics. They do have a lot of the utility that they can do that. Lots of mollies, flashes.
Just a bulldog here for DH. He's hearing all of this.
Quick control up through B long though.
That it is. They're ahead of this bite. Meteor backing away from the angle.
จะทำให้มันยากครับ เป็น
Swinging
ไปเล็ก
out a little bit wider. It looks like they're going to just try to
Lang
double
kaya
stack
lang
and win on the fight here on the hookah angle.
There's the thrash.
Not going to be able to get the catch, and he can't actually reverse it around as well, so not really going to be recoverable.
In the position of Stacks at the back of this B side. He's getting his flash drives ready, but he's gone.
The Jing's
เฮ้ย
applying that now. Showstopper right
โอ้
into
โห
the corner.
โหดจัด
Izu take it down. Meteor needing to do so much work.
น่า
but
คิด
he's
ว่า
able
แบ
to
บ
find the one.
ฟุกกล้าหมดแล้วเมื่อกี้เลย
Trying
พูด
to get
เลย
that aim reset, but
เรียบร้อย
Batman just a little bit faster. Buzz now pushing forward into the smoke, able to catch a timing on the Jing, but the smoke is now dissipating.
Oh.
There's another one in his face.
นี่แต่ญาติมองไปที่ดองชิมกับเจน
Pushing
จี
out of this angle.
แล้วสโมกบิม
Well, it would have been certain death, but it's death either way. PRX, 3 players
เดี๋ยวจะมี
survive, and they
พิ
get
หาร
up
เบ
to
ชนะดองชิม
11. They are 2 rounds
แต่เบีย
away.
ร์มันสู้เกาหลีไม่ค่อยได้
สู้ไม่ได้ แต่จริงๆอยากนะ อยากให้เกิดขึ้นเหมือนกันนะ
That is a rough one
Ibe
from
manสู้ได้หมดเลย
Stacks.
ยก
I
เว้น
mean,
เกาห
I
ลี
understand the idea, right? You're either peeking through long or setting up your flashes to help your team in the
เกาหลีมี
hookah.
5 ทีม
จริงอยากให้ DFM ท็อปโฟอ่ะ
The showstopper gets the better of you. Jing's already hitting over 20 kills in this map. It's the something show, it's the Jing show. When they're
น่าจะ
online
เป็น
on
ไป
this
ไม่ได้
map, it's disgusting. But right now it feels like it's literally the whole of PRX together. It is disgusting to go up against. And they're setting themselves up for round number 12 as well with the nil investment from T1, unless they're able to come away with just another thrifty.
แต่นะไอ้ที่มันแข่งกันนี่
Don't
คือ
have
มัน
any other
ยัง
greater
คุกส
tools
เต
to
จ
try to
เลย
assist
ของ
that
ที่มี
though.
ใช่
Gold Command 2 away,
Holy
3
crap.
charges for a showstopper.
Two from
แต่บาง
Melbourne.
คู่ก็ไม่ค่อยลุ้นเลยหรอก
We'll have to just come down to
สอง
very
คนนี้ก็
clean
เข้าไปแล้วนี่
ทีวันนะครับก็
here.
โค้ดนะครับที่เหมือนที่ทุกคนคิดอะ
There's even
โค้ด
still
ครับ
jiggle peeking for Meteor.
อาจต้องหาคนที่ดีกว่า
Yeah,
ไอสุนะ
Ferrari in position, tries to get the jump. Has managed to get the bite down and backpedal around towards elbow.
ดีเฮดเก็บเมนูเก็บบัตตอนหลังก็ดรอปนะ
Interesting
Stack เก็บไว้
choice
สั่ง
for the showstopper pickup instead of potential orbital.
Big crash there at the front. Meteor with a quick check does manage to go ahead and destroy that, but PRX, I mean, in the end, they could just end up sending this straight across through the teleporter.
Microphone
They would
activated.
find Buzz and have him pretty much dead to rights, but Stacks with a nice shot, able to find
Oh.
Jing. Izu
Oh.
gets for the Forsaken, and oh boy, they're doing it
Now.
again.
Round B.
เป็น
Unbelievable.
งานไป
All down to Batman. It's like, I heard Alex screaming it.
I heard it from here too.
Well, has to get out of the mosh. Onto the corner, no idea where Meteor's gone. He's completely and utterly slipped the net. Thing is, they do kind of need to kill him to be able to recover these weapons. It's going to swap over one. They got him now down to 12 HP. And he will be able to take one more
เออ
down
ซื้อ
with
ปืน
it.
ไปเพื่ออะไรวะที
The
วัน
Thrifty will be found.
โยน
T1
ทิ้ง
deny
โยนทิ้ง
that match point from coming through.
Talk that one into fruition, haven't we? Unless they thrifty, he says. Well, they've gone and done it. The Sheriff's Tynoon somewhere.
Unbelievable.
It gives them a bit of a lifeline, though. They don't have to contend with map point immediately.
No, it gives him one.
How many times I tell you guys?
Oh, He's just waiting. I've just been waiting for the replay.
ทำไม่ได้ทำวะทำไม่ได้ทำ เขาทำอะไรวะเมื่อกี้
That's the nicer part, because what I heard from across the arena
Oh, was what after was
is
cut?
a little bit before that.
Oh.
นี่ถ้าวินมันเบียดกันไม่เป็นโหเส้นเลือดสมองแตกเลยวะน่ะ
Gonna make this half by.
นี่11-6 นะเพิ่งพลาดเมื่อกี้
Again, they try to cause some chaos, and he's got himself planted in towards Lamps, and well,
กูเตะ
maybe a smile.
ปิงบอกเสียงอะไรออกมาจากห้องโค้ดเมื่อกี้วะพวกเรา
You just get a straight shot, and that's
เราเลยปิดเกมดีกว่า
Buzz. Right there, try to zone him off as will be the Mosh here at Forsaken's feet, but he's got plenty of time. Damage not really going to register there.
Massive flank eventually.
This just feels it's nigh impossible unless they can find something from this flank. Buzz does take the first step.
จบได้อยู่เนี่ยจบได้อยู่เนี่ยดูปืนจริงดิเฮ้ยแต่มันไม่เข้าเลยดิ
Go ahead and overwhelm them with the orbital
รู้ว่า
strike.
ใน
Called in up over the top. Izu with one, Forsaken with another. Jing, that judge put to good use. Is Buzz now everything to do?
นี่ไง
Do it. Just an operator in hand, strafing forward. It's gonna be a 3-4.
จบเลยครับอาวุธลับ
This one gets PRX
เนี่ย
up
เมื่อกี้
to
หลอก
match
ให้พี่เล็ก
point.
พาวันนี้ถาม
ล่ารอยยิ้มเฉยๆว่ะ
Maybe. I mean, T1's was cleaner with
หรือว่าพวกนี้มันแกล้งพี่อเล็กวะ
but it's a different scenario when
Gang
the state of
Chuan.
PRX is now on series point, and
ข
it's
นาดบินห่างขนาดนี้
Japan point, it's Paris point, it's the first team from Pacific into champs, given by the fact that DRX had that opportunity last series and lost to Talon. 6 of them to play with as well. It's going to be a huge feat for T1 to come back in towards this.
อยากรู้อารมณ์พี่อเล็กตอนที่ชนะวินเมื่อกี้อยากแบบดูรีแอคชั่นหน้า
Right the ship here. Timeout block from T1. Try to inspire the team to spur them on to run back 6 rounds in a row and then close it from overtime. The fans here hoping for it. Given the circumstances, I'm not sure if I see it. Just been a bit out of sorts
ไปยัง
across the board here from T1.
ไปไหน
Granted,
ก่อนเฮ้ย
you know, a bit of a rougher hand.
ไปดิอาร์ตจองตัวแล้ว
They did come into this
Don't
one
lay
with
out.
paper
Bán
being
đơm.
able to sit back. Same could be said for DRX. They weren't able to make the best of it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, you always look towards a little bit of this veto chicken as well, right? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Throw a spanner in the works. For a team like PRX, I always kind of wonder, you're not playing Ascent, you're not playing Corrode right now. Icebox is and that goes for champs, and Abyss is in. You want to have some strength on a couple of other maps.
Well, something now.
อ้าว
Throwing on the mask.
Bel
Box
Leon.
there from Izu. Tried to delay the rest of the team as the Nightfall goes across. It's only going to be connecting here onto him. As Jing is very suspicious.
Leon.
Izu is dead. Gets the spot on the
เรียบร้อยครับ
media. Flushes him out.
จีจีครับ
Not allowing for any of
ล่า
that
รอย
ratty
ยิ้มแบบ
play.
ขำ
พาวันนี้ถามไอโซอยู่
Orbital strike called in just to try to slow up this approach, this plan, but something
ๆเรียบร้อย
seemingly not being stopped, not being hindered at all.
ไม่ถอยไม่ถอย
Will answer back with one. Does have the showstopper online, but you've got 4 targets.
ลองตัวหนึ่ง
You need DH to be able to find
รู้ตำแหน่งหมดครับ
for you to try to play you in, but he cannot. Showstopper's just going to be lobbed in.
GG.
Willy-nilly like, because it's 13-6,
GG.
2-0 fashion. PRX,
เวลาแล้วพี่
congratulations.
เอ้ย
You're not just going to Tokyo.